How are they different from the traditional forms of government debt that we know?
Well, traditionally, when the government issues debt, the taxpayers have to vote on it, known as a referendum, general obligation bonds referendum. And these forms do not have to do that. There was a special piece of legislation pushed through in the early 2000s that allowed politicians to issue state or taxpayer debt without voter approval.
And because of this change, it's more expensive for North Carolinians if the politicians use this form of debt?
That is correct. When you issue general obligation bonds, they're backed by the full faith and credit of the state. When you have special indebtedness, then there are other avenues that the debt repayment must go through, thus making it more expensive. So it is, I believe it's $260 million since 2005. Taxpayers have spent more issuing this form of debt than if they had issued general obligation bonds.
Now, there are some concerns among legislators about this, and there have been a couple of different proposals about what to do with the special indebtedness. Your report sort of looks at both of these ideas and has some opinions about how lawmakers ought to go.
Exactly. Some people say just eliminate them completely. Where that sounds wonderful and nice, you can't actually do that, because by eliminating them completely, the investors that have already purchased some of these debt vehicles, they would believe that the state would not be paying them back and would not be holding up their end of the bargain, thus hurting North Carolina's credit rating and having a domino effect and hurting other financial vehicles the state uses. So by limiting the amount of COPS or special indebtedness that we use, that would allow us to stop issuing them for now and use them as a part of our portfolio, if you will, but not solely rely on them.